Hi, I'm here to tell you about Giustina Renier Michiel, one of the beautiful women of Venice from my book. And I'm standing in the Sottoportico, and this is a place where she used to have her salon. Actually, it was mostly in the little corte right behind me, but it mentions in her writings that sometimes the guests would gather right here because a little breeze would blow through. But anyways, let me tell you a little bit about her background. She married young. She was of a noble family, and she married Marcantonio Michiel. And things were going pretty well. They did a wonderful trip down to Rome. She had a good education. She got along well with the family. She bore their first child, a daughter named Elena. They had 3 daughters altogether. But as their life together went along, Giustina Renier Michiel wanted to have more of a literary life. She loved education, she loved letters, she loved good conversation, and her husband wasn't always so supportive of that. They actually eventually parted ways and annulled their marriage. But Giustina went ahead with her talents and really put them to work. She's not well known for this, but she's actually the first person, male or female, to translate Shakespeare into Italian. And she started with 3 of the plays, Othello, Macbeth, and Coriolanus. Her goal was to translate these because she felt they showed different aspects of life, especially for a woman's life. Believe it or not, they seem like plays about men, but she wanted these as educational tools for her daughters so they could understand the life for women. And some scholars criticized her for this. They said, translation is women's work. It's not original thought. But we do have some of her letters about this, and she really believed that she had to bring a full understanding of English and Italian and French, because she also relied on some of the French translations as she made her Italian translation. It's also unusual because not a whole lot of people in Italy spoke English at this point, so she really was quite well educated to be able to do this feat. Venetians, however, loved her because she wrote a history of Venetian festivals, and it sort of collected all of their history and their festivals in one place in this one book and preserved them. This was at a time of the fall of the Republic. She was living in the late 1700s, and you may know that the Republic of Venice fell in 1797. So she saw the span of Venice in sort of the waning years of the Republic, the fall of the Republic to Napoleon. She actually met Napoleon at one point. He said, "So what is this stuff you're working on?" And she told him English translations. He said, "Pah, sort of, who cares? It's not French." But she really did provide some important work for Venetians and for readers of English. Also, she ran a literary salon, like I mentioned, and it was here. At this time, there were a number of women running literary salons, and some quite important literary guests, including foreigners like Madame de Staël and Lord Byron attended, but also some of the Venetian women like Giustiniana Wynn and Isabel Teatocchi Albrizzi. So very important people came and joined her here for good conversation. She kept up on the news and the politics. She was very well read and kept current on everything as well. It's just kind of nice to remember her. I'll take the camera now, I'm filming myself today, and show you the corte here where her salon was.